Hello guys, so today we're going to do something a little different. Today we are going to be trying to see what it's like to play the guitar with gloves on. So I have two pairs over here, stuck. So I have one pair of garden gloves and one pair of baseball gloves. So we're going to try two songs with the SG and two songs with my Les Paul. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, now that I have used all the gloves with the two different guitars, I can tell that using gloves, it could work with certain gloves, but not all of them. So, with the garden gloves, there was a lot of scratching, and it was hard to move around. Like, I couldn't bend and slides were really hard. So, the garden glove, it's terrible. It's a 4 out of 10. The baseball glove, it's a lot better. I can actually slide and maneuver and like bend, but doing power chords is really hard because the gloves, they're meant to be a bit longer. So when you put your finger, let's say there, you try to put your finger there, the top of it will touch the top of the A string, let's say. So that's the only cope with this. But other than that, it's a solid 6 out of 10, the baseball gloves. But I suggest just always use your hands bare because it's a lot easier to pick, and picking was something I didn't talk about. But both of the gloves, I hold the pick, and my glove would hit the fretboard, which would lead to like some random strings ringing out. So overall, yeah, don't play with gloves. If you guys want to see any other things like this, maybe other gloves, like kitchen gloves or something like that, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see any other album reviews, let me know in the comments because I also do those. So like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Yeah, bye. I'll see you in the next one.